All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. This is meteorologist Bo Fogel here, cutting into YouTube and our live channel just to give you an update on the wildfire smoke and the air quality affecting the metro. And then also talk about chances of thunder showers coming in later on tonight. On top of that, I do have your updated weekend forecast. I know we got football starting to we got professional football starting today, and then of course we got more football happening this weekend. Friday Night Fever, college, and professional. So I know a lot of people gonna be having some events and parties to watch the football season begin professionally. So it's gonna be a very comfortable weekend. So that's good news. But again, I'll be tracking some potential for some isolated thunder showers tomorrow night or tonight into tomorrow, and then we'll be tracking some breezy winds as well over the weekend. So let's go ahead and turn over to air quality real quick. As of right now, the air quality is still at a moderate level 2 over everyone, including the metro. So it's a little better than what it was earlier this morning, but we're still seeing a little bit of light smoke over the area. And we're going to see the smoke linger just a little bit longer, but I think the worst of it is wrapping up. You can see now most of the thick smoke and the bad air quality is staying to the northwest and western Canada, where most of these wildfires are burning. So I think now we're just going to be seeing light smoke over the area for the rest of today. So here's the hour by hour. We're still going to see a little bit of a light haze over the area with a moderate air quality, a level 2. As we head through tonight, though, we're actually going to see a cold front come in from the north, and you notice that sharp cutoff from the smoke. That's the cold front. And so this is going to push that smoke south of us, and it's going to get a lot better by tomorrow. But with that comes a chance of seeing some isolated to scattered thunder showers tonight into tomorrow. So we'll see the smoke get out of here, but then as that happens, we'll have a chance of seeing thunder showers tonight. And then all day tomorrow into Saturday, the smoke will be gone. So nothing to be concerned about. But if you're curious about why we have been seeing a lot of smoke coming in into the area the past several months, well, a lot of fires are burning out west and up in Canada. So this is focusing on the United States. All the states shaded in red are states that have at least one large wildfire burning. And a large wildfire is classified as a fire that has burned more than 10,000 acres. So there are 57 active large wildfires happening in the western United States. A lot of them, though, happening in California and up into Idaho and Montana. Those two seem to be the areas where they're seeing the most wildfires in terms of the United States. But then you go to Canada, and they're seeing over 600 large wildfires in all of Canada, most of them focused over the western and central provinces. So British Columbia, the southern part of British Columbia, where you see that shade of orange, that is where the majority of the fires are burning. So Calgary is an area that's getting hit very hard by these wildfires. And so as I showed you in the air quality, Matt, that checks out because Calgary's air quality is in the moderate to red, or excuse me, in the orange to red category, level 3 to level 4. So that makes sense why their air quality is so bad. It's because all the fires are happening there. Well, most of the fires are happening there. And then I think this is Saskatchewan, central Saskatchewan, I'm pretty sure. They are also seeing a lot of fires. So when you have those northwest winds, it's no wonder that we see a lot of smoke. And so here's the current data about these wildfires. Like I said, a large wildfire is considered a fire that has burned more than 10,000 acres. And so the number of acres that have been burned here in the US from large fires is over 1 million acres have been burned. But then the overall areas that have been burned is just over 4 million. So it's been pretty active for the United States for wildfires in the western United States. But Canada, it's been fact. They just did some information and gather some information, and it's confirmed that Canada is seeing its second worst wildfire season on record. The first was 2023. So this year is their so far second worst wildfire season of all time. So it's no wonder we're seeing a lot of smoke from Canada. And I would not be surprised if we see more smoke come in the coming months. So again, just going to be off and on, not going to be the entire time, but don't be surprised in the coming months where we say there could be some air quality issues and hazy skies. Turning gears now, looking at radar, we're seeing some cloud cover come into the area, but really we're going to be focusing on a cold front that's coming in. If I zoom out, oop, I'm going the wrong way. Nope, zoom out. Here we go. All right, so if I zoom out a little bit, you could actually kind of see where the cold front's coming in. So you can see right there, all that cloud moving from the north to the south around Bismarck, that is the cold front heading directly towards us. So if I draw it out a little bit, you can actually have an idea where it is. So if I go right about here, that's about where the cold front is, and that is moving to the south towards us, and that is going to initiate some showers. You already can kind of see that ahead of the cold front in the far northeastern part of South Dakota. That is going to be the trend for the next couple of hours, where more and more showers are going to develop. So here's the updated hour by hour timeline. So we're still thinking after 6 o'clock, but it continues on showing that the showers may get pushed off a little bit later. But again, we still could see isolated thunder showers as early as like 6 or 7 o'clock. But it looks like the better chance will be around 9 or 10 o'clock. You can see here on this hour by hour, isolated thunder showers developing ahead of the cold front. And then as we head through overnight, we'll start seeing more and more showers and thunderstorms develop as the cold front moves over us. And that could linger into Friday morning. And so especially if you live south of I-80, if you live in southeastern Nebraska, northwest Missouri, far southwestern Missouri like Shenandoah, you guys could see some showers tomorrow morning on your way to work and school. But for the metro, I think we will be pretty much wrapping up. If anything is still here, it won't last very long. So most of the activity is going to be staying overnight. But again, could see a light shower as early as 6 p.m. tonight, as well as early tomorrow morning. So keep an eye on radar. It will not be a washout, and I'm not expecting any severe weather, but we could see a thunderstorm or two produce some heavy downpours and some lightning too. So for the rest of the afternoon, just expect mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies, temperatures comfortable in the 70s, and again, those isolated thunder showers developing mainly after 6 p.m. It's not going to be for everybody. Not everybody will see the rain. It's going to be hit or miss. So just because you didn't get rain doesn't mean the forecast was wrong. You just did not, the rain did not pass over you, but it could pass 20, 30 miles away from you. So looking at your weekend forecast, it's going to be a very nice weekend. Temperature is going to be in the 60s and 70s. No complaints there. Might be a little breezy on Friday, but not going to be that bad. And then for the second Cornhusker game happening in Lincoln, which is also their first home game technically, it's going to be just fine. Partly to mostly sunny. Temperatures being in the lower 70s. Humidity will be low. Nothing to be concerned about. Breezy winds are possible for the rest of today and tomorrow. They could gust up to 25 to 30 miles per hour from the north-northwest. And then for Friday Night Fever for week 2, look like it's going to be another comfortable night. Mostly clear, excuse me, with temperatures in the 60s and 50s. So maybe a light jacket couldn't hurt, and the winds will be calm during those games. So no concerns there. Should be just fine for Friday Night Fever, excuse me. And then game day forecast for week 2. Cornhuskers, like I said, first home game down in Lincoln. They're going to be seeing partly cloudy conditions, no rain chances, temperatures in the 60s. And then the famous rivalry between Iowa and Iowa State happening at 11 a.m. on Saturday. It is going to be perfect weather. Temperatures in the 60s with mostly sunny conditions. So both games are going to be just fine. You shouldn't have to worry about rain or anything like that. So if you're planning on going to the games, it's going to be perfect weather for it. And then just one last, just a look at your 10-day forecast. Not going to see a whole lot of activity heading into next week. Monday, we still have that stray storm chance possible. But we kind of diminish those chances a little bit. It looks like it's going to be more focused onto Tuesday. So Monday for now looks to be mostly quiet. I think Tuesday will be the best chance for more stray thunderstorms. But you notice next week, we're going to start warming back up to where we should be in the lower 80s. Around this time of year, we're supposed to see highs around 83 degrees. And we're going to be pretty much around that next week, starting on Tuesday and staying like that through the following weekend. So next week is going to be a typical September week. We've been dealing with cooler than average temperatures for a little while, but now things are going to start trending back to where they should be next week. Humidity doesn't look to be an issue next week at all. It just looks to be just average September weather, nothing out of the ordinary. So yeah, that's pretty much all the updates I have for you. I will be here for the 3 o'clock show, so make sure you tune in at the 3 o'clock with me and Dave Zabolinski. And then meteorologist Jade Steffens will be here for the rest of the evening shows to give you the updates on your forecast. So hopefully everybody's enjoying their Thursday, even though it is a little hazy outside, but the air quality is improving. And so by tonight, it should be okay. And then tomorrow, the smoke will be out of here. So hopefully everybody's having a good Thursday, and hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Of course, we'll keep you posted on the forecast.